If you're a Shopify store owner, you understand that Black Friday, Cyber Monday is the most important time of the year, and taking advantage of this period can set your entire year up for success or failure. So, in this video, we want to cover a few tricks that I kind of take to ensure a successful Black Friday period. Now, if you're not familiar with me, my name is Dominic Mayu. I run a company called DM Corporations where we help Shopify based e commerce stores scale to millions of dollars a month of profitable revenue. And obviously, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and really just all of Q4 is going to be a key and vital piece of that. So, without any further ado, let's just get right into this video. I do want to make this one fairly quick. I feel like the last couple I've made have rambled on a little bit, so just get right into this. So let's talk as to why Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and really just Q4 as a whole is so important, especially based on what I've seen working in e-commerce for the last 7, 8 years. So you can see all of these little spikes here. So this is all just Q4, so October through December. These are all just screenshots of existing partners. And you'll see a lot of these spikes, right around this kind of Black Friday, Cyber Monday period. This one's a little bit smaller, but still, I mean, triple 4x what we're typically doing. This one obviously just massive, and you'll see these are stores of all sizes, right? So this is smaller, mid, larger, and then we can even go up to this one that's a much bigger store, and with this insane spike, right, having $200,000 days. So crushing Black Friday is vital, right? It's going to decipher and help set up either a really good year or a not so good year. A lot of the brands I work with rely on this time period to bring in a ton of new customers and a ton of profit really for the entire year, right? This period is what's going to give you the ability to give your employees bonuses, to give yourself a bonus, to develop new products for the next year, to kind of sit on that stockpile of cash for the next year for marketing purposes during slow periods, right? So crushing Black Friday is just going to be so valuable, and there's really no reason not to, right? People are in a shopping behavior. People are expecting to spend money. They're expecting to shop. So take advantage of it and give the people what they want, right? There's no reason to not take full advantage of this period. So yeah, now that we know that, let's kind of talk about a few things we need to do in order to make sure that we're ready for Black Friday. Okay, so we're going to quickly cover a couple of slides here. So first things first is just have a plan, right? Don't start preparing for Black Friday, in the second or third week of November. Typically, I have a rock solid plan by mid-October. So I'm recording this video on October 14th. And I already have a rock solid plan for every single person I work with. Typically, I start thinking about this in early October. Next is inventory. Do not let inventory hold you guys back from a good Black Friday. Okay, so that's one key piece. Restock early, right? Don't wait till the end, right? Like we just had this whole East Coast port strike thing. Had that gone through a few more days, that could have obliterated so many different e-commerce brands because they wait to stock up until November. Do not do that. Get stock early if you can. Customer service is also going to be key during this period because you're going to have a lot more orders. So just make sure you're ready for that. And then get creative. Right. So, get some creative marketing angles, and which we'll kind of walk through here in a little bit. So that's that piece. Here's some key kind of planning pieces, right? So if you haven't planned your Black Friday yet, this is what you need to plan. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit more, but this is kind of the key pieces that I always take and plan for all my partners. So first is date ranges, right? When are you actually going to be running the sale? Now, obviously, you have Black Friday, you have Cyber Monday, you have the ability to extend on either side, right, before Black Friday or after. In the recent years, I've actually seen a couple of brands start their Black Friday sales really early, like at the beginning of November, just to push that agenda a little bit harder. So that's something you can consider. I'll walk through again what typically I do. So stay tuned for that piece. Next is going to be offers, offer or offers, right? So what are you going to actually give your customers? Is it 20% off, 40% off? Is it $50 off? Is it a free gift? Is it free shipping plus a free gift, right? Are you going to offer multiple offers for the different kind of pieces of the sale, right? Are you going to have a unique offer for Black Friday, and are you going to have a unique offer for Cyber Monday? Make sure you have that established. And then traffic, where are you planning on sending your traffic from? Traffic gets more expensive during this period, right? So sending traffic on Meta from Google, those are both going to get more expensive during this period. So make sure that you're well prepared for that. And because of that, make sure you have your email campaigns dialed in. Emails are extremely important during this period because marketing does get more expensive. You have to make sure you're taking advantage of emails. Your website angles, right? What are you going to actually implement on your website to push the sale? You're going to want to make some coding changes. You're going to want to add some timers, some banners. You're going to want to do things like that. And then your back end, right? So this is just everything else. Have you done your inventory forecasting, your customer service? Have you done all of the necessary elements in the back end to make sure that your store is ready to go? Now, here's a few website recommendations and kind of just sale recommendations as far as to what I do for most of my partner accounts. So, first things first is you want to use timers, urgency, and FOMO, right? So, if you have any sold out variants or products on your site, I actually like to keep a few of them on there during this period just to keep that urgency going. Now, typically, I like to remove sold out products, but I may keep a couple on here during this period. If you have any products that are actually likely to sell out, whether it's a whole product or a variant, right? If you have a t-shirt that's likely to sell out in your black color, add a little badge that says that, add a little warning that says we're likely to sell out, during this period. So order fast. Add site-wide timers. I'll show you guys what I do for almost every sale, and it absolutely kills it. And then leverage multiple sale windows so you can actually push this urgency more, right? So you'll see that when I run these sales, I'm going to actually be running multiple sale windows. I have a early bird campaign, I have a Black Friday sale, and I have a Cyber Monday sale. And each of those has urgency and specific cutoffs to push that FOMO. Next is making the sale easy, right? You want to use automatic codes if you can. If you can't use automatic codes, make them obvious. And then just don't get too fancy with the site-wide offers, right? On the actual website, if you're going to have, if you're going to use a discount code rather than an automatic code, make sure that you're just using one code and it's super clear. It's super obvious. Don't confuse the customers. Don't have numerous codes for different things, right? You can kind of play around in your email campaigns if you want to. But yeah, don't get too fancy with that. Keep it simple. And then something else I like doing is adding badges to the product images with that code or with whatever that discount is as well, just to make it more apparent. Another piece is use good offers. One of the biggest things that I think kills these promos is just using a shitty offer, right? Like unless you have a crazy high ticket item that's like 10 grand or $2,000, a 5% off discount code is not really going to move the lever. So I've seen a couple brands that have just not really wanted to discount. This discount should be higher than really what you've done all year. And it should definitely be higher than your email incentive pop-up. So if you have a pop-up on your website that offers 10% for an email, this sale needs to be higher than that. Okay. It absolutely has to be higher than that. So just use good discounts. And there's a lot of things you can do. Don't, underestimate the value of just a good straight deal, right? With that, it's like 20% off, 30% off, 40% off, whatever that percent off is, or $1 off. If you have like a website that only sells one product, right? You can easily offer $1 off discount. You can do bundles, right? And bundle certain things at a really high discount. You can offer free shipping for this time period and highlight that. You can do BOGOs or free gifts, right? You can do mystery gifts, or you can actually do free gifts that I kind of look at as a stocking stuffer. So with the free gifts, because so many people are going to be shopping for gifting in this period, right? They're going to be buying these products for other people. Something I like to integrate is offering some sort of free gift that's like a good stocking stuffer, right? It's a cheaper price point, but that the audience that's purchasing this product or that they're giving this product to is going to appreciate. And then something else I love doing, if you have the ability to offer subscriptions, like if you have any sort of consumable product, skincare, supplements, anything like that, offer grandfathered discounts for subscriptions, right? So maybe the typical discount that you offer for subscriptions is 15%. Offer it at 30% for anybody who subscribes in this window. But if they cancel, they'll never get that offer again, right? You can get such a good retention and take rate with that. I have a supplement brand that I've worked with for a really long time that has these grandfather discounts, and these people have been subscribed for years because you don't want to lose that. I'm actually I don't want to say a victim, but I'm a culprit of this, right? With a brand called Umzu. They're a supplement company out of Boulder, Colorado. I think 2 or 3 years ago, I subscribed during their grandfather discounts and it's like 40% off. And I don't want to cancel it because that's such a good deal. Even though I have, a little bit too much of the product. It's such a good deal. I keep rolling with it. And then sending traffic from all angles, right? So it's using as many different angles as you can. That could be influencers, that's organic social media, email, that's meta marketing, Twitter marketing, Google marketing. Just kind of get creative and send it from as many profitable angles as you can. Okay. So here's an example of the timer. Now, obviously this time is way off because it expired, a long time ago. So it looks all wanky, but typically this looks actually good. It's in one line. And you'll see, there's just this giant timer that's super obvious. We did use a code for this. This was not for Black Friday. This is St. Patty, but I code the exact same timer for the Black Friday. I'll probably use different colors. But yeah, I make it super, super, super obvious. And then, like I said, I'll push different sale windows. Okay. So typically I'll have my Black Friday sale run from Black Friday to Sunday night, right? And then I'll run a Cyber Monday sale from that Monday to Wednesday or something along those lines. And those are different timers, right? You'll see when you code a timer like this, the last day of that timer is going to just absolutely crush it every single time. Okay, so by adding two separate timers for two different sales, you can get that last day advantage twice, which is just key. So I love adding these timers onto the website. I think it's a no-brainer. I think there are some apps that can do something like this. It's not going to look as pretty or as clean or as on brand. Obviously, this is custom coded, but most developers should be able to figure this piece out. So something else I like to do and kind of on this, multiple sale and urgency windows is an early bird offer. So what I'll do, typically starting around November 1st, is start developing a list of our best customers, right? People who've come back a couple times in the past, and new customers to give an early bird campaign to. Okay, so we'll run a small budget for like a lead gen campaign on Meta. Nothing huge, just a small budget to gather emails, right? And then we kind of hype this sale up, right? We send them 1 or 2 emails a week once they sign up, just kind of talking about the sale, what to expect, when it's going to come out, teaching them about the product a little bit. We're not actually trying to sell them on these specific emails, but we're trying to prime them to come back to the website for this early bird offer. Okay, so typically what we'll do here is we'll send a few emails, right? Typically, this is going to be like 6 emails over the course of a 2-day period to everybody who's on this list. So it's a lot of emails, but they signed up for this list, and this is going to be offering a really, really solid discount, right? So this also extends that sale period by 2 days. So typically, what I'll do is, again, if we start that Black Friday sale on Friday, I'll start running the emails to the early bird campaign either like Tuesday or Wednesday and run them all the way up to Friday. And in those emails, you push that urgency, because typically what we'll do is offer a slightly better discount than the typical sale, right? So if we're going to be doing, say, 25% off site wide, we're going to be offering 30% off to the early bird people, or we're going to be doing 25% off and a free gift, right? Or 25% off and free shipping, just something a little bit extra for this audience, or a lot extra depending on how flexible and how big your margins are and stuff. The bigger the offer, or the better the offer, the better this early bird list is going to go. But what this can do is just convert so well. Like we'll have a couple of these days that'll convert at like 15%, because most of the traffic is going to be coming from email, and it's just extremely profitable, right? Lead gen campaigns are really cheap to run on Meta. We're also going to be leveraging our existing email list. So really, like, the CPA for these customers is very low, and the revenue that we bring in is very, very high. So this is also something that I love doing. And then I already talked about this one a little bit, about kind of how I typically run these. But yeah, it's usually that early bird campaign for 24 to 72 hours before the actual sale. We'll have a Black Friday with its own timer that starts either Thursday or Friday and then ends, whenever, really, Sunday, typically, because Cyber Monday is what comes after that. And then you can end this whenever, right? You can run Cyber Monday for a week. You can run it for 3 days, 1 day, 2 days. It's really your call there. So I did want to add this last piece. Again, do not be scrambling. Okay, so come like early November, do a deep dive into your store, right? Spend an hour or two literally just scrolling through the store yourself, getting your team to scroll through it and just making sure everything is looking good, right? So first you want to optimize speed just as much as possible. Optimize the images. You can even go hire a site speed person real quick. I would get all of this done before November if I were you, because sometimes hiring a site speed person can cause some bugs on the website. But yeah, even just optimizing images and doing the best of your ability is big here. Make sure that you kind of have all of the what you're going to highlight on the website planned out. Make sure your navigation is easy. Whatever you're marking on as a discount, and make sure it's easy to find. And like I said, just spend a couple of hours, like you and your team, going through the store on your laptop, on your computer, on your phone. Try to get different devices, right? If your wife, for example, uses a Galaxy or a Samsung, scroll through the website for 20-30 minutes on her phone. And if you use an iPhone, scroll through it for 20-30 minutes on your phone, and just try to break the website, basically. Yeah, so just try to break it, or go hire somebody to do this piece for you, because the thing that's going to stop you faster than anything else is going to be bugs. So yeah, definitely take a few minutes to do that. Now, another recommendation is when I'm going to be posting this video, there's going to be 1 day left to sign up for my custom AI CRO wizard course, which is going to teach you how to build a ChatGPT bot that is tailored to your specific e-commerce store. So I'm building a course that's basically going to teach you how to train a bot on e-commerce development, on conversion rate optimization, on revenue optimization, on copywriting, on a few other things. And I'm going to teach you how to upload your store's specific data. So it's a CRO and an e-commerce trained bot that knows your brand's audience and customers and specific data. So you can leverage it to optimize all things, your Shopify store, whether that's your website, whether that's your ads, your emails. It can write emails for you. It can do so much. It's so powerful. So the pre-launch for that course is going to be released this Friday. So if you sign up with the link below, you'll get a pre-launch access. Again, there's only going to be 1 day. It's going to be launching this Friday. But if you sign up for the pre-launch, you'll get 48 hours early access and 50% off. So the actual course is going to be launching next Monday, which is the 21st. And the price is going to double once it actually launches. So if you sign up for the pre-launch, you'll get it at 50% off. I think I am going to keep this price point fairly low. Even on the real launch, I think it's going to be about sub $100, kind of right around that range. But if you sign up, you'll get 50% off, which means it'll be like $50, which is just an absolute no-brainer. So getting that set up before Black Friday as well, so you can start leveraging that to kind of help you plan, can be really, really helpful. So yeah, with that said, if you are an e-commerce brand doing at least $10,000 a month in Shopify revenue, and you're not drop shipping your products, and you would like to talk to my team or I about potentially optimizing your store, click the link to schedule a call below. I'd be happy to talk. And yeah, I hope this video helped kind of set the mind frame for Black Friday that's coming up. And I hope you guys absolutely just crush it. So hope you have a good day, and I'll see you soon.